What's up, guys? Operation New Blood is here, and today we're going to be doing a defending tier list, going through all the operators and, who's good, who's bad, who's the best, and who's just straight up dog shit. Let's go to it. Alibi. I think Alibi is kind of troll. Good gun. Ability is a little lackluster. Bailiff set up the site, but like overall, like you're picking Alibi, you're picking her for the gun. You're not really getting much out of her. I feel like there are better operators you can bring for just the gun. Like, let's say, Vigil. Bashji is actually kind of cracked. It's kind of broken if you know decent positioning. And you have SMG-12 as backup with impacts that can't drone you. And Vigils are usually going to drop at least one guy before they go down because that Bashji was a one-tap wonder. So, I'm placing there. We have the Aruni. I'm going to place Aruni at the beats here. DMR on defense, you can't really go wrong with that. You can melee rotates, which is, you can make a couple rotates or lines of sight. Always not bad. And your utility does slow down the enemy a little bit. Not a ton, but it does slow down and burn utility. Cav, easily an S tier operator. Clearly the best operator in the game. In my games in Silver, she interrogates and kills. Guys, Cav isn't fucking S tier. Cav is D tier. Cav is dog shit. Cav is probably, if I was doing a tier list for fun, most fun, Cav is one of the best operators in terms of fun capacity, but Cav is terrible. So, Cav is D tier, clearly. Azami S tier, don't even think about it. Azami's still arguably one of the best operators in the game. Any arguments? I doubt it. Bandit. Bandit, situational little operator, can be really good, but those opportunities where he does get picked is kind of rare. I wouldn't pick Bandit every round of every game because, you're just not going to see all those situations. But when he is picked, he's really damn good. Castle, again, same situation as Bandit. Can be really good. Or Castle can throw the entire game for yourself. It depends on how you set up the castles. It can be really good or it can be really mid. It depends on you as the player. So, easy. Clash. One of the worst operators in the game for obvious fucking reasons. You never win as Clash. Sometimes SenVale Clash is OP. Clash is really annoying to play against. Yeah, but I mean, Clash has a terrible win delta for a reason, bro. Clash just doesn't win. Doc, I want to personally place Doc at S tier, but I will place Doc at A tier. You have a bailiff set at the site. You have an MP5 ACOG. Nice. You got barbed wire to slow them down, and you have the ability to heal everybody. And people aren't going to really complain about that. Trust me, if you pick Doc, people aren't going to be like, oh, why do we have a Doc, bro? People like getting healed. Those little pesky little vigils who are going to try to spawn kill and have 20 health left. Yo, can you heal me, bro? It's like, okay, here you go. Whatever. Justifies my pick. Echo, I can't place him in that tier, but I will place Echo in the C tier. Echo can be really good. Echo can be really good, but I can't place him next. I can't place Echo next to Bandit and Castle. I just can't do it. I'll do it. Echo can be picked all the time. I mean, if you're playing in a 5-stack, droning your team around, it can be extremely valuable. There. Ella, basically the same situation as the Alibi. I mean, good gun. Traps are kind of nice. Not too bad. Fenrir. SenVale got nerfed, bro. I don't give a fuck that Fenrir got nerfed. Fenrir is still really good, bro. He's still really good. Fenrir is super goddamn annoying to deal with. You can move, now, you can move his gadget around even when it gets shot. So I would just throw 2 on the roam, leave 2 in my pocket. When they get shot, I throw 2 more and activate them. I get the codes back when they're destroyed. I barely think that Fenrir was even nerfed. I'm still banning Fenrir in my ranked matches, bro. Frost, really good for window hop-ins. If imagine a situation where you have to hop in a window as an attacker and your defender's to the right of that window. The attacker should theoretically never win that engagement because you can't look down and then look to your right before the guy just shoots you straight. If you're not a complete dog shit poopy man, you should be able to win that firefight. So there you go. Goyo is really good for the time burn, but he is very countered by Twitch, which is why I thought Twitch is a better operator. Twitch makes Goyo look like nothing. That's the only reason why Goyo is at B tier, because, you know, people spot that Goyo, people bring the Flores, people bring the Twitch, and then you're like, your fires are sunk. So, can be really good. If the Goyos aren't tampered with late round, it's really good. But it's really hard for your Goyo fires because you can't like toss them. You have to set them up super in advance. Yegg, I think in the current meta, Yegg is just kind of a middle of the road op. In fact, even this feels like terrible. I don't even think I could place Yegg there because I think Wamai existing is just, you know, there's no reason to bring Yegg if you have a Wamai. You can bring them both, but I think that you bring the Wamai over the Yegg because on the fly, discs are going to be a lot better than ADSs that you can't really maneuver around. So, Cade, best wall denial in the game, and hatch denial. I mean, can't really go wrong with that. Capkin, I mean, Capkin to me is easily at least an A tier. Could be considered an S tier operator because anytime you can place a thing on the ground that can kill an enemy without you being there is always going to be strong, and it slows people down. Definitely annoying. Legion, SenVale, Legion got nerfed, bro. He lost his impact. I barely think that even nerfed Legion, honestly. I think Legion's still really strong, and especially in ranked. You can have Legion is the best at roaming with 100% intel. You can run around the map like a psychopath and know where everyone's at because they have to hit your mines. If you place them on doorways correctly, I mean, even without impacts, you still have a shotgun that makes the rotates anyways. I don't really need it. So I said Tachanka better be S tier. Tachanka is easily an S tier operator. Here's why. You can stop the plant with his fireball, and he has a big gun that goes pew pew pew. Guys, come on, no. We all love the Lord, Tachanks, but you know, he has been ass since he's been released, even with the updates. Like, it's just terrible. Maestro. Another one of those operators I just sit in that B tier can be good, but you're a slow little meatball with an Alda that's can be strong, but it really depends on the player. It's like, yeah, just. The mods are cheating in Delhi. That's hilarious. Not surprised. Lucy stops, stops the rush. And you have MB5 ACOG, and you have impacts. Lucy's always going to be a good operator to pick. Honestly, could be considered an S tier, but, you know, I don't think I'd place Lucy at S tier fully. Mira. I would place Mira at S tier if she wasn't as easily countered by an Ashe. And you know how often an Ashe is picked? Almost every single round of every attack. So, you know, Mira does go down a little bit, but still really good. Mira is still really good. Because, you know, if the Ashe doesn't deal with it, or you're being smart and bring a Wamai in front of your Miras, then, you know, that combination is going to be really good. Mozzie. I just think that there's better options than picking Mozzie currently. His guns are good. You have a Nitro. You can deny some intel, but I just think of the current meta, Mozzie's just kind of slowly going down. Because let's talk Sentry compared to the Mozzie really quick. Same gun. Sentry has a Nitro. Mozzie's a Nitro. I think that honestly the Sentry is about the same level as the Mozzie. Sentry can be good. You have a good gun. You have a shotgun to set up the site, which is more than Mozzie. Sentry can't deny intel, but Sentry also gets another set of util that can, like, you know, maybe bring a shield for your team. Maybe bring a this. Maybe bring a that. Honestly, with the flexibility of Sentry, you could probably play Sentry at the B tier. It's kind of an open blank slate. You can bring whatever you need. Like, we need an operator that has a shield this round. Okay, I have a secondary shotgun to set up the site, and I have a shield. And, you know, I'm Sentry, so I have a Nitro too. YOLO. Can be good. So. Why is Alibi C tier? Because she's mid other than her gun. Her gun is nice, but, you know, yeah. That's the only thing good about Alibi is her gun. Mute. I want to place Mute not at S tier because he is a 3 armor, but I feel like Mute is just so goddamn annoying to have to deal with in almost every situation that you deal with him. So, you know, I'm placing Mute at S because Mute is a pain in the ass. Denied intel is super strong. Smoke in the current meta, I'm going to play Smoke at the A tier, slightly under mute. I know, SenVale, not S tier Smoke. I just feel like the meta is just so like run and gun now that like a lot of people aren't going for those plant takes. So I feel like Smoke just kind of shifts down a little bit and mute kind of takes over. Still really good, still can be very good and still useful, but I just feel like between the two, mute is going to get more mileage than the Smoke will. Smoke is really good though. In fact, you know, if you're like, SenVale, Smoke should be S tier, I'm like, I'm not going to fight you on it because there's a part of me that thinks Smoke should be S tier, but I'm just thinking the current meta, the people that I've been playing, I just don't see Smoke getting played very often and, you know, super strong, so. Yeah. Oryx. There's only like a couple times you bring in Oryx on big maps that could potentially work, like Bank or Consulate, but, you know, can work, but just kind of eh. Pulse can be good or could be mid. Depends on the map. Depends on the map. And if they all hunt you down, then you're going to die. So, Rook. MP5 ACOG, impacts, and armor. You know, you're just a walking juggernaut. Go kill them. Always solid. Solus in the current meta. Honestly, this is a rough one. This is a rough one. Solus easily S tier. Because P90. No, Solus. I struggle to play Solus here. But okay, so I'm gonna make an argument for why Solus is B tier. Stay with me. This is if you're a Solus with a shotgun and SMG-11 combo. B tier. You can still deny the plant from underneath, and if you're running around and roaming, you can see what drones are active, you know, while you're running around. Can still be an effective tool for roam. Still can be. I can't play Solus lower because I feel like Solus can still be really strong on a roam game. She still can be. Just not as strong with those impacts and her gadget being able to, you know, shoot all the cameras and prep. So now everyone's blind going in. Now she can't do that, but, you know, you can still shoot the cameras, like, you know, on the roam. And, you know, you can see, like, you know, ready the windows and, like, see where the claymores are on the hop outs, what utilities outside. Like, you can still do a lot of crazy stuff. You just can't do it as easily. Thorn. Good gun. Chaps are mid. Not much else to say. Like, if back on Solus, though, I mean, I think he'd be worse on this Solus. The thing about Solus that makes her made her a goddamn juggernaut at S tier is that she could shoot all the cameras and prep. Now that ability doesn't work. You can shoot all the cameras and prep, so the attackers go in goddamn blind. They have half their intel destroyed, or they don't get to join any of the maps. So they don't know what they're walking into. Thunderbird. I just don't see a reason. Doc exists. Doc is better. Thunderbirds are mid. Those heals on the ground, like, they can get hacked, destroyed by drones, etc. Like, Docs are just better, bro. This is just stupid. I just think Thunderbirds are stupid. I like the idea of the heals. I just don't think they heal enough per one, and they're just too easy to destroy. So, and they shouldn't be able to heal attackers. I think the fact that they can heal attackers makes this kind of mid sauce to me because you place it in the middle of a site. As an attacker, I love finding Thunderbirds and healing myself up from 0 to 100, and then killing the rest of the team. So, Two Brow, when paired with the right, you know, like a Cater or a Bandit or something, you can stop a wall completely every time. Two Brow's really annoying. And then you have a Nitro as Two Brow, and then you have the strongest DMR in the game on defense. That 2 taps anyone in the body. Kind of annoying. Valkyrie, easy S tier. Cameras wherever you want on the map. On defense, especially defensive cameras are so damn strong when paired with Nitros. King. And good gun. You're decently fast. I mean, Valkyrie is one of my favorite operators to play for a good reason. Warden. I'm placing Warden. This is specifically, like, at lower elo, I'd place Warden more at, like, C tier. But at higher elo, I'm placing Warden at B tier. Because a lot of times people do rely on flashes for entries, for executes, for a lot of things like that. And with Warden, you can bring a shield. You can stop those pushes. Like Organ Elbow. You have a Warden with a shotgun and Organ Elbow. How are you clearing that, man? It's tough. It's tough. And, like, you know, if they go for, like, a smoke rush or whatever, Warden again shuts it all down. Ying does nothing. Blitz, Good luck. You know, I just think that there's a lot of applications that Warden can be used effectively at higher elo. Lower elo, I would rate him a little lower. But, you know, I had him in B tier for a little bit while I was talking, so now I'm going to slowly shift into C tier because that's, you know, it's like, it is what it is. It's whatever. All right, guys, that's my tier list. That's the tier list for defenders in Operation New Blood. Who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? And why? Make sure to include why, not just be like, SenVale, Caveira should be S tier because that's why, dummy. Tell me why. Like, back it up. Let's have a conversation about it. And make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and leave a like down below for more. Peace out. Until next time.